chance to play for all the marbles.
You're right, Zach. And they got to win today. They got to win the first game today, but then they also got to beat John Jay twice to hold championship trophy. Hunter did a great job shutting down the offense, and luckily for Baruch, they get to face a different pitcher today. They won't have to face.
Leah Dillon was fantastic.
They won't have to face Aaliyah Dillon.
Behind the plate, number 21, Olivia Palumbo.
All right.
Leah Dillon had a great outing, shut them out. They had a 4-run 6. Look at the batting order. Hunter is batting first. We'll run through that. It'll be Sophia Perez, followed by Jessica Fowler, Paige Vitalik. The pitcher, Alyssa Curial, fourth. Olivia Palumbo, center field in the number 4 spot. She had the 5 spot, rather. Nicole Bowe, 6th. Leah Dillon is playing first. She will bat 7th. Johanny Galva is 8th. And Kara Pilati is 9th.
At shortstop, number 5.
The pitcher for Baruch is going to be Carly Quinn, DJ. She's a great pitcher. She's a great hitter, and she's going to have to be the one that comes through for Baruch if they want to avoid the shutout and move on.
Absolutely. Carly Quinn is engine number 9 for Baruch. Wherever she goes, the team follows. She's the team's offensive leader, hitting almost 400 this season. Leads the team with 23 RBIs, and she's their ace pitcher. 9 wins, sub 3 ERA, 98 innings, and opponents are only hitting 229 against her. So she's going to be a very key figure. They're going to go all the way.
Yeah, she had a fantastic season. Baruch comes in at 16-14, 8-4 record in CUNY. They beat Brooklyn 2-0. They lost 5-0 to Hunter. Charles Martinez is their first-year head coach. Got a great vantage point calling this one right behind home plate. Perez batting .328. Entering into Championship Friday, a very different scenario than last season. Last year was rainy, it was cold, the games were pushed to Sunday in an odd 2 out of 3 one-day format. Very different than what we usually get. But Hunter and Baruch each take the 1 loss in. That'll be a foul ball past a diving third baseman. And for Hunter, it's really pretty simple. You got to get runs early, you got to hit, and with some weak spots in the lineup, DJ, you got to be solid top to bottom.
Exactly. Hunter is a coach, really hit on during the interviews. They got to be consistent all throughout the lineup.
Right to short, Perez is retired. We've got our first out of the day here in the top half of the first. That will bring up Jessica Fowler, one of the top hitters in the Hunter lineup. The team that has struggled to score, 6-24 outside of conference. Played a very tough schedule this year. But Fowler, she batted .330. She's brought in 17 runs, second on the team as she takes ball 1 from Quint. And again, this is a team that hits 281, do not hit 281 would be solid. They hit 248, opponents 339. They just got to get players on base and try and do it early.
And Fowler's one of the key players. She swings and misses there. She went 4 for 7 yesterday with a run scored and a stolen base, so they're going to need her to set the table.
She and Paige Vitalik, huge to what they want to do. The count at 1-1 as you see the camera zoomed in on Carly Quint. She's a sophomore. She can pitch. She also plays third as a strike 2 comes in. Just really a perfect season for Carly Quinn, a multi-time pitcher of the week, a player of the week. And there's not much she doesn't do as she checks the wristband, trying to get a quick second out here in the first. The 1-2. Right back to Quint. Fowler's got speed. Quint takes a tumble on the turf. And the Hawks have their first base runner of the day.
That's just an unlucky play for Baruch. Quint hustled over there, made a good effort to make the play, but just couldn't secure the ball.
Number 20, Paige Vitalik.
Runner on base for Paige Vitalik. She's got the team's only home run of the season. It is not a team that goes deep often. That one dinger, somewhat recent, on April 20th against NJCU. She fouls that one back. Has looked to Fowler at first base. 7 for 7 on steals. Hunter as a team has gone 48 out of 51. Very effective in the stolen base game.
94% stolen base rate. Might see some motion here.
Oh, so you want to get someone in scoring position early. She holds to third. It's caught on the dive. 2 down. That is Julia Catone, one of the team's top hitters. Effective with the glove.
Catone showing she can do it on both sides of the ball. Nice diving play. Possibly save some extra bases.
And Charles Martinez really harping on the fact that playing good so important. There was an inning yesterday. They made a couple of errors. Making those mistakes, giving them extra outs could be demoralizing. The runner is off into right. Foul ground off the glove. We need quality at-bats. Other than Leah Dillon, we can't. It's a situational hit, whether it's with 2 strikes or runners on. I said Hunter's a solid team. They did win last year, and notwithstanding John Jay's great year, Hunter is still the champion. Derek, they might be 13-26, but they're still the most recent team to hoist the trophy.
They may have gone 13-26 on the season, but they're 7-2 in conference. They won games they need to win. That's why they're here on Championship Friday.
Yeah, it's a tough one for Brooklyn, the hosts, a program that just couldn't find any offense in either contest yesterday. And that is crushed foul, and that'll go toward the soccer nets. Brooklyn College, the host of a number of CUNYAC championships. They got CUNYAC baseball starting in just about an hour over at beautiful Maimonides Park in Coney Island. Ralph Benarchik will have a great call over there. It's a beautiful day to be watching folks swing a bat, score some runs, and hoist some championship hardware, Derek.
Much like you said last year, New York didn't have the greatest weather, so everything got pushed back, but absolutely no chance of that today. Absolutely gorgeous day out here in New York.
Beautiful day. Suit jackets off for now. You'll see them, folks. See us behind home plate there on your screens. DJ in light blue, myself rocking the old classic white.
Well, looks good on you.
It's not. We're going. It's not too bad, honestly. That is a slow roller towards second. There's the play to first, and Baruch will come up after this. No runs, a hit, and one left on.
No errors, 1 left on base, no score. Bearcats.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
Make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now I'm dancing on the half-lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside.
Welcome back. Bottom half the first. Zach Weiss, Derek Sutherland bringing you not 1, maybe 2, and possibly 3 games today. We look to the Hunter pitcher. This is Alyssa Curial, and Ralph Maroney, talking with him last night, he said she's going to have a short leash. If she can be effective, she'll go as long as she can. But with Leah Dillon and Taya Panagakos, you've got 3 quality starters, obviously a number of losses, some tough games out of conference. But he can trust 3, so he said if we have to use all 3, then so be it. As we look at the lineup for Baruch, it will be Megan Bell coming up, followed by Catone, Quint, Petrunti, Mia Fata, Milagros Arias, Bridget Campanelli, Grace Osach, and Jordan Schwartz in right. But Megan Bell is someone we definitely want to focus on. She had a great season, 372 average. She also stole 7 bases. The Bearcat shortstop, certainly a force to be reckoned with at the plate as she takes strike 1.
And like you mentioned, Bell had a solid season in 372, second on the team. And she was key for them in that Brooklyn game. She went 2 for 6, scored a run, and stole a base. As she lines one back up the middle for a base hit, she gets on board again.
Yeah, Baruch's got their leadoff runner on, which can make a massive difference as Catone comes up. It's a team that's got some great bats at the top, but only 4 players over 300. We talk about Campanelli and Schwartz. They struggled with the bat. Kapoor hasn't played a ton this year. Rather, Mugray, limited opportunities. Interesting that she gets the start with only 2 regular season at-bats. The runner is going. The throw is a beauty.
Right on target.
She is out of there. That is unusual for Baruch. 36 out of 41 in the regular season. Bell was 7 for 7, but she's going to have to take a seat in the dugout. We likely won't see her until we get back to the second. Great throw by Olivia Palumbo, also the team's leader in RBIs.
Palumbo's throw right on time, right on target. Perfect throw. There was no doubt about that call steal.
Catone is a sophomore from East Meadow, New York. There's a dropped ball. It's 3-0. She might be reaching. Also a CUNYAC cross-country all-star while she's been here. SAC vice president. 2014 Williamsport State finalist. 2016 Williamsport State champ. County champ. Long Island champ. A two-time scholar athlete. Majoring in journalism. Wants to become an SID. So certainly going to be a point of contact in the sports world for a while. There's a nice toss over from shorts for the second out made by Paige Witalik.
She just sounds like a definition of a student athlete. All the accolades you named, and she's going to have a bright future.
And speaking of, Charles Martinez saying exactly the same about Carly Quint. I'll have to tell you that once she's back in the circle. Long running right. Basket catch is made by Galva. So it is 1-2-3. Top of the second coming up next from Brooklyn College.
No score.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access a member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Second inning is coming up. Zach Weiss and Derek Sutherland. The great Carly Quint is in the circle, and we're going to talk about her a lot as we go, but I was going to say, as we were going to break on Carly Quint, this is what Charles Martinez had to say. Along with the fact she's a great player, teammate, and leader, she's a wonderful individual off the field, definition of a student athlete, does well in the classroom, which she requires from all players, got that Coach Carter vibe. It's important. Obviously, in the CUNY, you get schools like Baruch and Hunter, and across the board, great academics as well. You're getting the A's on the field, you're getting the A-pluses in the classroom, and she does her best to lead the team by example. We're going to talk about Carly Quint a lot, as mentioned, and if you get tired of hearing the word Quint, well, it's too bad, because you're not going to be hearing about it today. If Baruch's able to keep going, you're going to hear about it for years to come.
Like I said, engine number 9 is Carly Quint. As she goes, so does the team. So she has a big game. I expect Baruch to follow suit.
As you see Olivia Palumbo at the plate. Defensively, she's great. As well as at the dish. That is dropped. That is a fair ball, and first base will belong to Palumbo. You got to hang on. We'll see how it's scored. Could still be a single, but that's... Year to date, Palumbo was just a 204 hitter. Bo 172, 10 RBI. She struck out 19 times. The Hunter team, 194 Ks at the plate, only pitching 135. That is right back to Quint. There's the throw to second. They're going to try for 2! And they got it.
Big makeup play at first base. Good stretch. Excellent turn from Carly Quint, starting that double play.
Yeah, the old classic 1-4-3. Really moving with a purpose. So now 2 outs for Leah Dillon. She plays first base. She was a great pitcher, but as a batter, just 179. On base of just 213, 3 walks, 84 at-bats, 15 hits, 4 doubles. Baruch was 1-0 going into the 6th, and that's where they made some errors. Hunter, a couple of unearned runs, a fielder's choice. 1-6-3 double play. Shortstop covering over at second as we got a 1-1 count to Dillon. One-time pitcher of the week in CUNYAC this season. Hunter's only pitcher of the week. Another 1-1. Nice little change. There's strike two. DJ 1 strike away from a perfect inning.
Down the edge there. She can stay out there. She's going to have a lot of success today.
And if that's the way it's going to be called, you might be able to get away with a couple of inches here or there. Gwen is a decent strikeout pitcher, but we're going to talk about her in game two. Jailene Santiago is the cream of the crop. And great story. Stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about her a lot. She won 20 games, one of the best hitters in the conference as well, and almost didn't even play this season. But again, that is a game two story that we'll have a lot of fun dissecting and talking about.
Absolutely.
2-2 count. Quint to Dillon. Popped it up and out of play. And beautiful Brooklyn College. They host soccer here as well. It was a fun time in the fall. A little different weather, but this really is great. You know, I thought it'd be a little hotter. I'm not going to jinx it. It's only 11:15, Derek, but it's not too bad yet.
Hopefully it stays the way it is.
And for the sake of the players, obviously the sun will eventually become a factor. May not be a huge one yet. Good eye from Dillon. Get only 3 walks on the year. It's her 36th start. You can get someone on base, try and continue the frame. Could go a long way as Galva is waiting on deck. Just 3 for 29 at the plate on the year. Dillon straight through. An early base runner erased with a double play, so we're through 1.5 with no score from Brooklyn.
None left on base. No score going to the bottom of the second.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey.
And Curial to Petrunti. That is ball one. Danielle Petrunti, one of the players to watch from Charles Martinez. She clean up. Sometimes she'll bat second. It's a good shortstop. Said they need a big day from her. As that one just misses hitting her, and it's to the outside at 2-0. Also mentioned Catone and Mia Fata as those, along with Megan Bell. Asked him for 3, gave me 5, but math doesn't always add up.
And Baruch's going to need a big game from Petrunti here. She went, that
That'll
was off
help.
the glove.
Let's see if she goes 2. She's on her way. The throw is cut off. Petrunti heads up base running is in to second. Extra base hits are going to be massive, as we've seen both teams, after getting a leadoff runner on, getting out at second shortly after.
Well, you don't have to worry about that, at least not for the moment, because they already started with a runner on second. Petrunti rips it off the third base glove, and she went 1 for 6 yesterday, 0 for 5 against Hunter. 0 for 3 against Hunter, so that's a good start.
That is a great start. This is Mia Fata. She is one of many freshmen on this team. Charles Martinez very high on what she can bring. Regular season, 272, 2 dingers, 18 RBIs. The only player on either lineup today that has gone deep multiple times. Fair ball down the third base line. The throw pulls Dillon off the bag. That is a nightmare scenario. Now first and second, nobody out.
And it was a good effort from Dillon at first, but throw was just a little too far outside of her range, so unfortunately that foot came off the bag. Now Baruch's got a great opportunity to get on the board.
And because the throw was a little slow and late, it had to be a perfect scoop at first. 2 on, nobody out. And this is Galva. All right, excuse me, we got the lineups mixed up. This is Aria. She batted .282, drove in 20. She goes bunt, well left, and it's quickly 2 strikes. So probably won't see another one. But Arias, solid .282, 7 extra base hits, tied for second in RBIs.
That was a heads-up play by Bo, just letting that ball roll foul, because that was a well-placed bunt. Could have very easily been bases loaded, nobody out.
Transfer from City College, a 2-time Rookie of the Week, is Arias. Popped it up. This is near us, and oh, it's behind. Didn't hear wait for the thud. No thud. Where's that sound effect bubble over our heads we're waiting on? Didn't come through.
I think that's, for our sakes, that's a good thing.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. It's 0-2 to Arias. This is an important out from Curial if she can get it. Ooh, couldn't paint the corner. Palumbo thought she might have. If you can get this out, you put a double play anywhere in the infield into play. Obviously, the triple play would have to be with a tag and 2 quick throws. The runners are going, and Palumbo had to drop to get it. So now it's second and third with nobody out. Now you absolutely need this strikeout. You don't want a sac fly or a ball to the right side to allow the runners to move up again.
Very dangerous situation here. Baruch with 2 in scoring position to lead off the inning. Prime opportunity.
And that is
They
into
take
center. They get 1. Martinez waving the runner. The throw to home plate. She's going back to third. If they can get this out, it's big. There's the rundown. Oh, is she escaping it? Safe. Bearcats stand up. Some incredible base running here in the bottom half of the second, Derek. My goodness.
First of all, big time
scores for the Bearcats on the single.
Big time swing there from Sarias. Drives it back up the middle, right past the pitcher. Takes advantage of the rundown. And now, once again, second and third. Nobody out. Very big chance for a big inning here for Baruch.
So I'm going to call it an RBI single on the play. Scoring the first run of the day, it's Petronti. So we'll see how long Curial goes. You know, Panagakos can pitch. Dylan can go from first base to the circle as well. Obviously, that's not her fault. Just a couple of errors. Charles Martinez really harping on important defense.
Yeah, as Coach stated earlier in the broadcast, he's not afraid to pull the plug if need be. He's got 3 pitches he can rely on. He's willing to use all 3.
I'll stay with Curial for now. She had a .486 earned run average, leading the team by far with 71 Ks. And a lot of that was against Kane University, when she had a game where she allowed 16 runs on 24 hits back in early March, down during a tough South Carolina trip. And it's not looking great for Curial at the moment. Second and third, nobody out. You throw one high. This batter is Bridget Campanelli. On the year, just .214. You have to get her out. There's a nice called strike.
And as you said for Curiel, she's had kind of an up and down year. She has more wins than she has losses, which is good, but opponents are hitting .292 against her, and it's not what you need in this type of spot.
As Campanelli calls for time. Talked about sports info. She also works in the Baruch sports info department. Always love to see a comm major in the athletic world playing. As there's a second strike to Campanelli on the year. Struck out but 9 times. Puts the ball in play well. .214 as mentioned. She's driven in 7. 19 total bases. Full count. Runners not going likely here. No outs.
I don't think we have to worry about a double steal here.
No double steal. If this one gets away, you got to be off, though. The 3-2. That's over our heads, and no thuds. Shout out to the turf, I guess.
Very well-maintained field here.
Very well maintained. Shout out to everybody at Brooklyn College for that. And I guess when we get a foul ball off the tip that comes straight ahead, that's where you'll see a duck, folks. You'll see me duck quick. The 3-2. Oh, boy.
Just high.
Bases loaded, nobody out. That is Campanelli's 17th walk of the season. a 214 batting average, but an OBP pushing 370. The bases are loaded with nobody out. And here comes Grace Osach. She's only batting 200. She's driven in only 5 runs. But she could do some mega damage to Curial. This is popped up into the netting inside of the Hunter dugout.
As you stated, Zach, only 200 average, only a 533 OPS, but she has 12 hits, and she's got 3 doubles. They could use one right now. Break it open.
To short, catch is made, and that's an important out. Grace is retired. Say hello to Jordan Schwartz, the number 9 spot. She's batting 228 on the season. Hitless against Hunter yesterday. Had a 2-hit game against Rutgers Newark a week ago. 3 multi-hit games on the season for Schwartz as a strike, or excuse me, a ball just on the outside corner.
Schwartz can find a gap somewhere, preferably over a middle infielder. She's got 4 doubles. They can use one here too.
And if this one clears the infield, you're looking at anywhere from 1 to 3 runs.
A lot of room out there in the gaps. A lot of time to run.
3 sport high school athletes. JV basketball, ran some track. Wants to work in sports analytics. Seems like they got a trend going along the team. This is popped up, foul ground. Bo. The bases loaded, nobody out, turns into bases loaded, 2 outs. Only the 1 run has come in.
Still not out of the woods yet. They got a Bell coming up, one of their best hitters. Still got 1 more out to get.
Yeah, Megan Bell, tough. She's a tone setter for the offenses. Charles Martinez, she was under the weather yesterday, but made no excuses for her play. Gave what she had. Obviously, they hope she's feeling a little better today. That first at bat tell us what we need to know. She was caught stealing for the first time on the season.
First time for everything.
That's right. You never know what's gonna. Could get a grand slam. Could get a triple play today.
I mean, Bell does have a home run on the year. Kind of deep out to clear one out, but she finds a hole. There's a lot of room.
The fact that you can do it once, obviously Hunter only has 1. If you see someone that can do it once, you really never know. The players with 0, most players that play a full 4-year career will likely, if they swing hard, will get at least 1. You never know when that 1 is coming. Bell could do that a second time. The count at 1-0. Huge strike from Curial. Coming into this at-bat, 17 of her 31 pitches have been strikes. Now 18 out of 33. 18 of Quint's 25 strikes. This one is fouled back, and it's quickly 1-2. This could be a major strikeout for Curial. She did not have any her first time through the lineup.
Big pitch coming here for Curial. This will really make or break the. This could possibly make or break the game here.
And second inning, winner go home, the 1-2. Good thing she missed hitting her as the count evens up. Megan Bell serving as a ball girl at last year's U.S. Open Championship. Similar to how we'll talk later, how Jordan Prince of John Jay got to do something similar for the Yankees. Hang out with Aaron Judge a little bit. Cool opportunity for Prince as the count at 2-2 to Bell.
Okay.
And there's ball 3. Now we got the full count.
Payoff pitch here.
Everybody's
going.
Everyone's going here. Bell has mentioned her great hitting. 2018, she led the PSAL in batting average. It's a 3-2 count. This could be the break Baruch needs. The 3-2 is caught on the run by Leah Dillon. Bases loaded, nobody out, and they go down 1-2 tres. The third inning is coming up next from Brooklyn College.
1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 left on base. After 2 pulled, 1-0 Bearcats.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
the third. Baruch, if you're just joining us, loading the bases in the bottom of the second with nobody out after already getting a run. They leave them all on base. This is Gavla leading things off for the Hawks. A tough year at the plate for her. It's a Hunter lineup that has a couple of good hitters. The rest have struggled. Gavla on the season, 3 for 29. They're all singles. She's got some speed. She's thinking about a bunt. They're playing it. Obviously, you want to try and get this either toward Quint or down the third baseline.
And you see her square around a couple of times. She's got 4 sack bunts on the season, and you see they're playing in, so they're expecting her to put one down.
She'll slap one left. Obviously, as a slap hitter, you usually just want to put it in play and use your speed. She's playing right field today is Gavla, the first year. She's from Brooklyn, health profession and human services high. It's a 1-2 count to number 13. Here it comes. It's a fair ball. Quint, it's a first. One away.
Quint flips it on the first, but I feel like she was close enough that she could have applied the tag there and saved a potential error.
She's lucky on that. Obviously, better be lucky than good sometimes.
Absolutely right.
Take the out. This is Kayla Pilati. Spent a little bit of time on the women's basketball team for Hunter. Had a heartbreaking season ender against John Jay. Blew a double-digit lead. Missed some key free throws late. Right back to Quinn. It's through her legs. Nice little nutmeg. And the number 9 hitter is aboard for Hunter, showing some speed on the base pads as well over her career, but Pilati has not tried this season but once.
Again, Baruch's had a couple of chances like that where it's right back to the pitcher, and it's just been a struggle to squeeze the balls. And now it's set for the top of the order.
That will be ruled as a hit, but certainly a play Quint could have made. Pilati's off, and she's got a steal, her first of the season. Save your best for when they matter, folks.
Campanelli, a little problem on the transfer, and I don't think she was expecting her to go. And since she had trouble with the transfer, there was no throw, easy stolen base.
That is a big one for the Hawks. They put a runner into scoring position on their 49th steal of the season on but 52 tries. You mentioned in the first inning, Derek, over 94% accuracy. So now we'll see if either of Perez or Fowler can bring her home to tie this thing up.
Well, Fowler already has a hit in this game. They use another one, and she comes up.
Quint checks the wristband behind 2-0. Haven't announced the CUNY Awards yet for the season, but she'll certainly, Quint, be a first-teamer. Will be in discussions to probably get someone from John Jay as player. You have to think it would be Gillespie or Santiago as player of the year. Based on those numbers, a 20-game winner, is Atmos is high. You got first and second, one out.
Hunter with a big chance to answer back that run that they gave up in the second inning.
Number 18, Jessica Fowler.
You mentioned Fowler with some success, had 3 hits against Baruch. She had a 4-hit game against Baruch in the regular season as well.
She already has a hit today.
Yeah, she just keeps the hit parade going. Takes the first one low. You take your time if you're Fowler. There is absolutely no rush. You're trying to get this thing into play. You're just going to wait for your pitch, and if you can reach on a walk, then so be it. Count 1-0. Quint takes her time. The delivery. Off the cleat. 1-1. Sophomore from Middletown. She attended Pine Bush, state champ in high school, one of 4 Fowler siblings, one of 2 Jay names. It's a brother Jack. There's ball 2.
Fowler being very patient in this bat. Bats. They've been putting a couple together so far.
2-1. Popped it up. They call infield fly. You don't have to catch this to get the out, but you do it for good measure. 2 down. It's a key grab made by Petrunti.
Never hurts. You don't want people running around the bases, especially with the ball bounced on the turf. Rolls away. You don't want to risk that.
You never know where it's going to go. So here's Witalik. She lined to third her first time. Trying to prolong things for the Hawks in the top half of the third. Again, 13 and 26 this year. They were the champs a year ago. And Ralph Moroney talks about what the team needed to do. They had to pitch and they had to hit. The pitching did well in their first game. Then they struggled a bit against John Jay. Got to put the bat on the ball. He said, look for everyone to start hitting, just like in the championships last year. Situations they get 5 in a row, 6 in a row, 7 hits in a row. These insane 2-out rallies. So we need consistent hitting in the lineup that we really have not had this season.
And when you string multiple hits along, especially with 2 outs, that becomes a heartbreaker. That starts demoralizing teams.
They'd love to do anything to try and get in Carly Quinn's head. She's just been so good this season as she fires a strike. ERA is good. She can hit well, even if you get her out of the circle. I mean, regular season, it's a 2-headed starter between she and Caroline Gallagher. 2.21 ERA, only 18 walks in 98 innings, 79 strikeouts. Now she gave up a few home runs, number of extra base hits, but she has been real good. I mentioned the 229 average against. She's the ace. And a lot of those losses was just due to lack of run support, maybe a couple of unearned runs from errors in the field.
Yeah, because you see her numbers. 9 and 7 doesn't really add up to a 2.21 ERA and a 104 WHIP. That one's ripped foul. She just needs a little bit of help from her team.
That's the old DeGrom effect, the Felix Hernandez Cy Young season.
Oh, I know all about that as a Met fan.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They're not in the AL East. The NL East isn't as good. They'll be fine.
Problem is we're not as good either.
It'll be fine. Full count, 2 outs, 2 on. Here's a big pitch coming to Paige Witalik. And a base on balls. The bases are loaded with 2 outs, and Alyssa Curial is coming to the dish.
Curial with a big chance to help herself.
310 on the season, 3 extra base hits. She's driven in 11.
She just needs to find a hole, even this game up, possibly give her team the lead.
She went 1 for 4 yesterday against Baruch. She can get a hit here. That's massive. If not, we'd see back-to-back half innings, bases loaded, nobody coming across. It's a 1-0 count. Looking at Carly Quinn's number, she is about to throw pitch number 46. She has thrown 18 of her first 45 outside the zone. Here comes to Curial. Right down Euclid, 1-1.
I like that. We are in Brooklyn. Euclid's a big street.
Well, it's going for the Brooklyn effect, but sometimes you watch too many games, you pull in what you hear, you pull in other geographical locations. We'll keep Euclid. It's relevant here.
Right down Flatbush.
Right down Flatbush, right down Avenue H, toward Avenue J. Oh, everyone's ducking in the dugout. There's that first stud we've been looking for. Is that'll roll down the track.
Somebody's very happy right now. He finally got it. He finally got the sound he was looking for.
Finally got the sound. It's 1-2.
And it wasn't at him.
No, it was not. We're good here. You see, we're good here. Count at 1-2. Campanelli going to have a word with Quint. And it's not a Hunter team that hits for power. I mentioned just the 1 home run. They allowed 10 to opposing teams. They had a run differential of over -50. But they're keeping it close. All 3 of these teams are going to see today, Baruch, John Jay, Hunter, whoever the Bloodhounds end up playing. They're all solid in conference. The head-to-heads are good.
All split against each other this season.
And all the coaches talk about how the conference has been on the come-up in recent years. Nothing easy. It's not dominant. And Staten Island had so many years, so many consecutive runs that Hunter went 14 years between championships, so I believe making 6 or 7 appearances on this final day. Now CSI is in Division 2. There's a ball.
CSI.
Full count. Lemoyne just joining Division 1. So they're going to be going to the NEC. Got another movement. Hartford going from D1 to D3, a rare move to go fully dry. They're going to join the Commonwealth Coast Conference, play more teams in New England. Massachusetts, Vermont, Rhode Island. That is grounded to second. Will both teams leave the bases loaded? Indeed. No mistakes there. They strand 3. The left on base numbers outweighing every other stat. 2.5 in the books. It is Baruch 1, Hawks 0.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now we're dancing on the house lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside.
Welcome back, folks.
Now batting
Zach
number 8,
Weiss and Derek
Patron.
Sutherland with you for this Championship Friday. This first game is an elimination between Baruch and Hunter. Every game will be an elimination game of sorts. First pitch, Curial remains in the circle. That is her 38th delivery. The good news is she's not giving up one run. The bad news, she'd have a bases loaded situation.
And men's bases loaded. Carly Quinn, who just got out of her own bases loaded jam, is on deck. She got a big ground ball to second base to get out of the jam.
As that is fouled. One-two count to Catone, one of the top hitters in the lineup. 1-2 from Curial. That's gonna hop back toward us. 2-2. Retrieved by Palumbo. Low scoring contest with non-stop action. That's how you want your morning starts. The 2-2. Off speed. Looks like an ephus as the count has gone full.
Good call to change up the speed. Just missed outside.
Here comes the payoff. Curial seeking a strikeout. That is a foul ball. Nice scoop by Bo. I think she would have had the throw in time.
Oh, we're not sure. We may not be sure because remember she had to play an inning ago and pull the first baseman off the bag.
You never know. There's Bo. Nice stop. Beautiful toss to first. Catone is headed back to the dugout. One
I guess
away.
she heard me because she did no errors on this play.
No error on this play. No hopper.
Now batting
This
number 9,
is Carly Quint. Mentioned the 2.21 ERA. How does a 3.94 batting average sound? How does a 2-0 win over Brooklyn with Quint driving in both runs in the first and third sound? She had a fantastic season. Has hit safely in every game since April 24th against Hunter. I believe it's 11 straight coming into this one. She's on fire. 4 for 6 yesterday.
Much like you said, she does it all for this team. Like I said, low injured that could. As she goes, so does the team.
And you know what they say. You know what they're saying in the dugout. She's quintessential to the team's success.
I like that one. That's one of your better ones there, Zach.
She will. It's not mine. Actually, I've known some other Quints in my time. It's not the first time. It's the first time we can use it on air. It's great. Quintessential it's just what it is. She's hitting almost 400, holding opposing hitters under 270, ERA just over 2. Is she about to extend this hitting streak? Deep to center, not quite. 2 down. There's the catch is made by Perez.
First ball we've seen hit pretty well to the outfield
Now batting
in
number
play.
20,
We have had
Danielle Patronti.
a couple hit foul to right field.
A couple of deep crushes. It's 2 outs quickly. This is Patronti. She doubled her last time. 1 of 3 Baruch hits. Curials are making quick work. Hunter has to keep this close long enough to strike. Yesterday for Baruch, they didn't score against Hunter, but today they got the 1 run. Hunter went off in the 6th. They just have to give themselves enough time. Long run, foul ground. What we do really love about the Brooklyn setup, DJ, sometimes the fence comes up real quick because they're playing on a field that's also used for soccer. There's a lot of real estate in foul ground to try and make these more acrobatic, athletic plays. They don't run into the fence right away.
Kind of reminds me of like the Oakland Coliseum, where it used to be a football stadium. Well, the other football.
That's a tough one. No, it's not. It's an easy one. The catch will be made. That is number 20. That is Page with talent. So we are through 3.5. It is 1-0 Baruch.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you
Is Olivia Palumbo lined a single toward first. It was dropped. Picked up a single in her first at bat. This is crushed right field. Felt, and it's caught on the move. That is a beaut. Showing the fair line. That is George.
Now batting number 9, Nicole.
Made it look a little harder than probably initially would be otherwise. Nice adjustment. Felt catching the ball, but she held on to it. Nice play.
Nicole Bowe. Obviously an early mistake, but been okay with the glove. She grounded into a double play her first time. And she's going to roll this one into right. A chance for the out. The throw was not on time from Schwartz this time. So an important hit for Bowe. They got to get base runners, play some small ball, see what they can do.
Now batting number 16, Leah Dillon.
This is Leah Dillon, the pitcher, playing first base today. Struck out her first time.
Hunters scattered 4 hits. They, like Coach said, they got to start stringing something together, especially in the bottom of this order.
Got the stolen base from Pilati last time. You were up. Look at Bowe's base running number. She's 4 for 4 trying to run. Dillon, foul ground, long run, and it's gonna drop. Is there? Dugout's getting interesting here, singing about what, string cheese and the beach? Little combination. That's a great combination. Have some string cheese on the beach.
I'm a big fan of string cheese, especially Colby Jack. I heard over there.
Colby Jack is great. Pepper Jack's usually my go-to cheese. If we're going, if blue cheese, if we're going burger, blue cheese not available. Pepper Jack sneakily takes first place.
See, I'm not a pepper guy, so I don't really like pepper jack. I'm a cheddar guy.
But it is spicy. Pepper Jack, you don't usually think about spicy cheese. Like you think about charcuterie. I say it like that. Charcuterie. No. There's a grounder to second. Is this another double play? There's one.
Oh, that's a smooth turn.
That is brilliant. And that is how you escape an inning. You go from talking about Pepper Jack to pepper and outs. 2 quick ones as we go to the bottom of the 4th. It is 1-0 from Brooklyn.
That's it for the top of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the ground, now we're dancing on the house lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside.
It is the bottom of the fourth. Another double play. Baruch is coming up. This crowd starting to form in center field. Great, the fans are back across the board this season. As Curial gets another inning of work.
Curiel dots the edge there for first strike.
Got to start out, get in front of these counts, keep the game close. That is a slow-mo pitch. Something you find throwing in backyard baseball as single up the middle, puts the leadoff runner on. Something Hunter does not want.
Number 13, Mila Arias.
Great piece of hitting from Fado. Impact freshman coming through the clutch, trying to start a rally for Baruch, put some more runs on the board.
Fada's now reached twice, once by air, once by hit. Thought about running. As this is Arias, had an RBI single her first time, the only run that's come in. Pops it up. It's a long run. This might drop.
No man's
and
land.
It will.
That's fair. And
First and second, nobody out. We're getting some deja vu to the second right
and
now.
third.
Oh, ground roll double, perhaps.
Ted Bowles ruled the ground rule double.
Yep.
And like you mentioned earlier, that wide foul territory coming into play here.
You gotta love a ground roll double. So aesthetically pleasing. Just watch the ball bounce and go. Well, obviously, it stinks they can't get the extra base. They should make you get it from the crowd. Talking about the pro game, it bounces over. Imagine you have to go and get it. We'll have a circle visit here. So much fun to see. You know, obviously, maybe you get a Rookie of the Year case. Henry Rowan Gardner chucking it from center field. And then, for some reason, in that movie, what I don't get, Derek, he throws it from center field to home plate, and they still have to rule the runner safe, as if he didn't hit the ball out of the park. I'm still confused by that. Obviously, it's a kid's movie, but
I feel like you hit a ground rule double or you hit a ball over the basket case in Wrigley Field, might be a little difficult to get that ball back.
Yeah, you get that one in the bush. Homer Simpson kind of dropping back with the meme. You know why he goes into the bush. He's not hiding. He's trying to find the balls for Wrigley Field staff. You know that.
Hey, man, it's getting to the summertime. That ivy is starting to get real lush. There's going to be a lot of situations like that coming up.
That's why for so many years they'd only play afternoon games. They didn't have lights for a long time at Wrigley Field. And you
Very
wonder
true.
why. That's why. Nothing to do with the safety of the players. We're not going to get our baseballs back. You can only bring so many to the park. This is popped up.
Hey, man, baseballs get expensive.
And a nice catch is made by Curial. That is a massive out. One pitch, one out. Campanelli's retired.
Keeps that runner at third at bay. Helps yourself.
Number 7, Grace Osich.
Grace Osich is next. First-year player. See what she's got in her bag. Native from Gilbert, Arizona. Might feeling like AZ today, just a little bit. This heat's certainly not dry, though. There's a strike.
No such thing as dry heat up here.
Nope. Arizona exclusive from Gilbert. Won the Coyote Award twice. Playoff appearance last year. A 4-year player. Led her team in dingers in 2021. Fan of the color purple, but you probably shouldn't be spouting that one off too loud, knowing who she's playing today. Also, her superstition about hairstyle. She'll follow whatever works. Some athletes keep the same piece of gum if they're playing well with it. Some might wear the same exact headband, the same shin guards, the same exact cleats. It's all about hairstyle. I don't think I've seen that one before.
That's a new one for me too, but as we know, athletes are extremely superstitious when it comes to whatever's working, whatever's not working. And I guess hair, you can add hair to that category.
Yeah, I'd definitely be a sock person for that. You know, if we perform well wearing a certain pair of socks, you already know you're going to bring that back. I know we've all had a lucky shirt at some point in our lives.
Lucky socks, lucky shirt, lucky underwear for some people. You might want to start washing those. But,
yeah, definitely want to start washing those. As that is going to get away. That's going to bring in a run. Colombo, you can't make those mistakes. She's going to second. Oh, boy. Second and third, one out. It's now 2-0 Bearcats. They're feeling better about their chances now.
That's a big mistake. We're starting to get later in this ball game. Now there's 2 in scoring position. Run comes in, and looks like we might be having a change here.
Yeah, it's Bethleov coming out along with Ralph Maroney. You're getting a catcher change? That's
full battery change. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, no, this has to happen, as the new pitcher is going to be Panagakos. We will step aside for a moment as the change reporter. We're going to see Tea Panagakos warming a throw. Let's see what the Hawks have. Can they limit the damage?
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now I'm dancing on the half-lights.
Tea Panagakos is the pitcher, and after a tough day behind home plate, a catcher change, Adriana Ramirez. Panagakos a 6.34 ERA. This is deep to center and caught. Runners coming home. The throw. Oh, double play. Beautiful. Not how you draw it up, but that isn't how you can't go barreling in. That should be the inning. Looks like they did rule her out. Did they not?
I think they ruled interference.
That would be. Yes, good catch, Derek. It is interference. It will be a sac fly. Yeah, I was going to say that one came in quick. They got rid of the old you can barrel in rule. I'm sure video gamers don't like that. Yeah, obviously, the catchers love that.
I'm one of those video gamers that wish that was still there. But
3-0 Baruch.
So a sac fly will make it 3-0.
Yeah, you see as Ramirez tries to field the ball, she unfortunately gets into the path of the base runner. They're checking on Ramirez right now. Seems to be good.
Should be okay. Practice throw, taking it up.
I'm turning on the dial, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dial, now I'm flipping on the upside.
Make sure the catcher is all right. We call it.
Actually, instead of interference, is actually catcher's obstruction, as the catcher went to the base path, and that allows the runner to score. If it was interference, the runner would be out. So, correction, it is obstruction on the catcher.
Obstruction. There we go. That's an obstruction of catcher justice right there. Can't like that. None of the Esquires like that.
The only one that liked that one was Zach Weiss, Esquire.
Ah, is that a thing? We're doing, making that a thing?
If you want it to be.
Look at that. Alrighty, let's get. I don't think I can handle the rigors of law school. That's
a lot. A lot of reading. A lot of understanding.
I mean, if we could, then I'd have to I'd legally change my first name to Esquire at that point. There's a called strike.
I don't know about the first name. I think Zach's good. I don't think Mrs. Weiss would like that very much.
I don't think so either. we got a lot of opinions on that one, though. But nonetheless, we got a called first strike as the inning continues. It's the top of the order with Bell for the third time. 3-0 Baruch. I'm Zach Weiss. He's Derek Sutherland. This is the first of up to 3 games, possibly 2. John Jay awaits the winner of this contest. The count is 1-1. Liner, look at all that open space. It's 4-0, an RBI single for the ever-impressive Megan Bell.
And we see Baruch starting to put up a crooked number. 3 runs of this inning. And we're getting late in the morning now.
Yeah, it's 12:02.
Afternoon now.
You're watching from Arizona, you got 9 a.m. You're watching over here, you got 12:02 p.m. There's a roll to third. Bo dropped it.
Everybody's safe.
And now, not only Hunter down 4, you give up another big hit. You're looking at a possible early mercy knockout. A 4-run game with 2 on. You have to start considering that. If you allow 2 more hits, you make it 5, 6, 7-0. You're down 8 after 5. You don't score. That's it.
And this is a very bad situation for Hunter. There's Carly Quint, the engine. She takes the first pitch outside. Quint's had a lot of big plays for Baruch over the course of the season. She's pitched really well in the circle. She's looking to do something with the bat, too, now.
Trying to extend her 11-game hitting streak. Fly to right and fly to center. She can get the fly out cycle if she hits one on the left. Obviously, she wants a hit. There's a called strike. But Baruch really impressing. They only scored 2 runs in 2 games yesterday. Obviously, errors are killing Hunter. They've now made 2. A couple others that weren't ruled as such, but very well could have been. Pitch to Quint. Caught by Bo. Nicole Bo is there. Put a bow on the 4th. It is 4-0 as the 5th. Coming up next from Brooklyn.
In that happening.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now we're dancing on the half-lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the
Welcome back. Top 5th inning here at Brooklyn College. Baruch scored 3 that inning to take a 4-0 lead, and Hunter's got some ground to make up.
4-run difference, Derek. Certainly, it's not a team that scores a ton, but they're going to need to figure it out. Last year's championships between John Jay and Hunter, it was scorers paradise. That is a bit of a lazy swing from Galva for strike 1, obviously. Doesn't swing for a lot of power, doesn't get on often, just 3 for 30. They're playing in again, but you can't take. If you're thinking, you just take that pitch. You don't want to half swing like that. Felt very forced, jammed in. There it is. It's a short. It's dropped. Leadoff runner's on. It's Hawks time, baby. Start off the 5th with a runner on base.
As you mentioned about last year's series, no team scored less than 6 runs in each of the 3 games.
It's got a 4-0 tally into the 5th. They did see some dominant innings, but a lot of that came early. There wasn't a 7th inning rally as well. A single to the shortstop for Galva, just her 4th of the season. You have to believe she's going to be running. As Pilati has got a hit and a steal so far. To first, another drop, double drop, a flip, You never want to dive into first. Thankfully, she looks to be okay, but always a dangerous play for the leaving the base pads to dive to first. Pilates back fine. Galva does get second because of a couple of mishandles, but there should be no error on the play.
You're correct. There is no error on the play because they did get the out at first. Not the most graceful dive in first either. Glad everybody's okay.
Beauty before grace, and actually nothing. That was just get the out. Better to be lucky than good. Made a couple mistakes. It wasn't perfect, but they got the out. So Pilates, she's at second, already has a steal. Perhaps she covets another one for the stolen base trophy, a stolen base cabinet. The stolen base trophy section in the cabinet in the closet. Quite the story that just turned into. Started out talking about a stolen base, wound up getting a whole catalog worth. Perez lays down a bunt, and it's 0-2. There's the first one in our vicinity. I watch the way videos work now. They pull a prank. You go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, Twitter, email, someone sends it. They say, oh, watch this, and then it's just a ball coming straight towards the camera, which we're watching, and we have to flinch.
The new Rick Roll.
Yes. I hope it goes away. I don't know. That trend stinks. 2-strike pitch. Perez gets a piece, slaps it near the Baruch dugout.
Perez taking some healthy cuts, trying to find a gap somewhere, trying to get Hunter on the board.
One of 7 to reach. Hunter has 5 hits. All singles, 2 walks, 1 stolen base.
Perez has one of those walks.
She's got to get on base here. So you get Fowler and Witalit coming up with a chance to do damage. The 0-2 to Perez. Good eye. As Pilates takes her lead. Or Galva, rather, takes her lead.
Quint working the outside to the lefty, trying to get her to chase. She got her to chase earlier in that bet, but Perez is doing a good job laying off.
Perez is a CUNYAC All-Star a year ago and a Player of the Week late in the regular season. 3rd in her class by GPA when she finished high school. There's a ball. The best defensive player in 2019. She was a Dean's List honoree at Division I Stony Brook. Majoring in biological science from Cornwall, upstate New York. 2-2 count to the leadoff hitter. Quinn is about to fire her 62nd pitch of the day to Perez. That is foul. Ralph Maroney couldn't make the backhanded play over there.
We can forgive him. He don't have a glove on.
Yeah, no, it's always great when the coaches are able to get there. You see Ralph is over at third. His assistant, Beth Leov, is at first. Maroney had been here earlier in his career as a coach, left, came back in 2022, guiding the team a season ago to their first title in 14 years. The 13th for the Hawks, most among teams currently in CUNY. Grounded to second, Perez is fast, but not that fast. They do move the runner up, and it's up to Fowler to try and get them on the board.
Nice play on that hop by Petronti. One hopper kind of came up high, stayed with it, and made a nice play.
So Fowler has an infield single. She's also popped out to second. Hasn't left the infield for her yet.
They need to reach again. Try to get this runner from third. Run out of time.
Swings the first pitch, gets a piece. I feel like a lot of these Hawks chants are hearing right next to us. It feels like you want to get it and just start singing. It's like it's really, really liking the energy. We hear it a little closer than Baruch.
Yeah, I'll admit I was just moving a little bit, but yeah, you see Baruch is very silent, very focused. Oh, that line's a short. One hop and nice throw.
Yeah, that's how you end the inning. Not much to say about that. It's a great job from Baruch in the field. They lead 4-0 as we go bottom 5.
One left on base.
See what Baruch's got in the tank.
Bearcats lead 4-0.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today. Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app.
Bottom of the fifth, Panagakos remains in the circle. Petrunti, the batter. If you're Hunter, do not allow any possible runs. If Baruch scores 4, this thing ends. And coming off a run where they scored 3, it's not too early to have those discussions. So your Panagakos, Derek, just get these outs. That's a slow roll. She got a late jump out of the box. It's dropped. Whew, disaster averted. That would have been, if she had run on time, she's probably safe.
Very fortunate to have enough time to adjust and make the play after the bobble. She had somebody with a little more speed on the line. She might have been in trouble.
Yeah, they do get an important out. Here's Mia Fata. Into
Down
left.
loop.
Caught. 2 quick outs. That is Kayla Pilati getting over there.
Much needed inning for Panagakos.
Got to get one more of those things, and you're out of it. First time Fata hasn't reached.
Number 13, Mila Arias.
Here's Mila Arias. Ground rule double. RBI single. Has scored one. Has driven one in. Certainly the offensive MVP for the Bearcats so far. Panagakos lifts it. Over to second, and Arias retired. They go down faster than we can say. 1, 2, 3. 6th inning coming up. The Hawks got to spread those wings and soar into the scoreboard. This one will be over fast.
No hits, no errors, none left on
How
base.
easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the van, now we're dancing on the half rise. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside.
Top of the 6th, Zach Weiss, Derek Sutherland, Hunter College, Baruch College, CUNY, a softball championship. This is the first game. John Jay Bloodhounds get the winner of this, and if they knock them out, we're done. If John Jay drops that first game, you get Derek and I for a third game. You might be rejoicing, you might be saying, oh, these guys. Nonetheless, you'll be watching. This is popped into center, and 1 pitch, 1 after. A 5-pitch bottom of the 5th. Last 4 outs recorded on 6 pitches, man. Look at this.
Continuation of the last half inning. I guess these teams got somewhere to go.
Yeah, they got somewhere to be.
Number 11, Alyssa Curiel.
Though I don't know if that's the name of the game for Hunter right now. They might want to take a more patient approach. They run out of time. They got 5 outs left.
They got to be quick. It's like Panagakos is batting. Just takes over for Curiel in that spot. There's 1 out. 1 strike,
Exton
rather.
Batter, Taya Panagakos.
Curiel grounded to second twice, including once with the bases loaded.
Curiel at 4 on base, and you have to think those 2 ground outs might be a difference in the game right now. Another one comes back towards us.
Yeah, I didn't even see that one, thankfully. No need to see the flinching, folks. If you see the flinching, it's coming quicker than you think. It's Panagakos, as a hitter this season, 0 of 4. So surprising she gets the at-bat. You could pinch hit her and throw her back in the game, but at this point, why not? She gets her first hit of the season now. It'd certainly be a big one. They're lucky that that was called a ball. That really could have been a
Very
strike.
close pitch there from Quint. Won that outside corner, just missed it. Panagakos still alive.
And how do you like this? 2 of the 4 at-bats for Panagakos happening in her last 2 appearances. Liner, right field. It's
Just
foul. Getting that first hit in the playoffs, harder than it looks.
You almost spoke it into existence.
I was hoping. You feel great after you say something. You never know what's going to happen, and it just happens. And then all of a sudden, you get a second job as a psychic, and then all of a sudden, you're predicting things you never thought you were going to predict.
Trying to get a little commentator's blessing there instead of commentator's curse.
Yeah, curse of the commentators, all too real. And I'm very guilty of messing up about half of the free throw shooters I've seen in my time. But the ones I say nothing about, they also miss. It's not only us, man. We're not the only ones that jinx people.
I don't know. It might just be you, Zach.
Well, we don't know. The people watching at home might be having a discussion on their couch or wherever they're watching the game. They might be saying, "Oh, she's gonna get a hit, easy." But then what if she strikes out? She never. What if she had one?
Don't put that out there.
What if she had one strikeout, 120 at bats in a season, and she strikes out? 0-2 to Panagakos. All right, back to Quint, and they're 4 outs from moving on.
Well, we don't have to worry about the curse or the blessing in that case.
No, but that's tough. So we're going to see Adriana Ramirez. Surprise for Hunter as they struggled a bit. They've not gone to any pinch hitters. Neither team has used one. So let's look at Ramirez's numbers on this season. Is Hunter just trying to save their campaign? Ramirez is a .230 hitter and 87 at-bats. She's got to get on. It's going to be some 7th inning magic. First pitch to Ramirez. Strike from Quint, who has been in control. Hasn't been dominant, but has done enough to produce the outs and keep Hunter off the board.
Hunter's had a lot of opportunities. He's got 5 hits, 2 walks. They've had 7 runners on base, but they've left. They've hit a couple double plays and stranded bases loaded.
And that foul ball is going to put them 1 strike away from ending the inning. If someone asks you if you're stranded on a deserted island, you could bring 4 things. You say, I want to bring 3 base runners and a 4th to try and bat them in. They can get that situation. They have a chance to tie it, but you got to get something going. You don't want to save it for the 7th.
You would like to try and have a spark from the bottom of the order, even though that might be asking a bit much. That pitch just misses.
Yeah, Bo is the number 6 hitter. It's going to be 7, 8, 9. Galva has 4 hits all season. Dylan also hitting sub 200. So they have to at least get 1 or 2 on, get something so you can have the top part of the order. 2-out rallies were the name of the game in last year's CUNY championship. This year it's all about the fundamentals.
I need some late heroics here.
The 1-2. Foul back for Quint. That was pitch number 77. And it was strike number 52. 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Hunter pitchers, 0 strikeouts pitched. It's a 1-2 count. Trying to escape the 6th. Baruch hasn't won since the early 2010s. They won their 2 titles in a 3-year span. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, that's beautiful. That is how you end an inning.
Filthy breaker there from Quint, and she's through 6 shutout innings.
6 shutout innings. Baruch coming to the plate in the bottom of the 6th in
Top
Brooklyn.
of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Bearcats.
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I see the brother man now a dancing on the half lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now I'm flipping on the upside.
Welcome back, folks. It is the bottom of the 6th. Hunter is down 4-0. As Derek mentioned a couple innings back, the lowest run total between John Jay and Hunter in the games last year in an inning was 6. It's 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. And Taya Panagakos had an ERA just under 7. A very solid first inning of work. Let's see what she does on her second. It's ball 1. It's to Campanelli, the catcher. Who's walked and popped out today. There's a strike.
Yeah, Hunter's pitching has largely kept them in the game. I mean, they had high ERAs, but they've only allowed 4 runs, and Hunter's offense just hasn't come through. Their defense does right there. Nice catch third.
Nice job by Bo making the grab, one away.
Now batting, number 7, Grace.
Bottom of the order for Baruch. All they really need to do, try and extend it. Maybe give Quint a quick rest. This is Osuch. She is lined out and she's walked. They got Schwartz on deck. I think the best thing as a coach, Derek, is you got this lead. You're getting decent hitting throughout the lineup. You don't have to worry about subbing somebody, plugging anyone, taking confidence out of any of your hitters. For both sides, obviously more so Baruch, you play your starters. They've gotten you through start to finish.
You're absolutely right, Zach. And Baruch is taking advantage of the mistakes by Hunter, and they're pitching from Quint. As we pointed out early on, she's been really solid for them.
So that one rolls foul, and obviously errors playing a big part in what's gone wrong for Hunter in this one.
2 errors, so wild pitch that brought home a run and got a run to second base as well. And just things just aren't going the way Hunter wished they would.
No, and as a champs last year, obviously they got the 1 win yesterday. John Jay mercied them in 5, 9-1 in the second game. That was played just last night. 5:45 start. Grounded to third. Bo makes the throw, and we got 2 down.
Don't keep your foot in the bag there. Bo's made both plays.
Here comes Schwartz. Popped out and a sac fly.
Jordan Schwartz.
There's been no remarkable moments in this game. No real great web gems. A couple of nice double plays. Caught stealing. Schwartz goes bunt. It goes foul. Would have had the speed to get there. A lot of it's been small ball, singles, errors. No, wow, that changed the whole game moments. And this feels very reminiscent of the Hunter Baruch game yesterday, where it was 1-0 going to the 6th, a couple mistakes. No extra base hits. Hunter still had a 4-run inning, Derek. So for the Hawks, you just got to get this out as the Schwartz go.
We've had a couple of extra baits that's called in this game, but no ringing shots like down the line or like in the gap or something like that. It's, like you said, it's been very contained. Everything's been in the infield for the most part. Just Baruch's come up with more timely plays than Hunter has.
And there's a swinging strike from Schwartz. In a battle of 10s, we'll see if Panagakos can turn it up one more time. The 1-2.
Almost got her to chase it, but
almost.
Schwartz able to hold up.
Good hold from Jordan Schwartz, who struck out 19 times on the season. The leader in that category is Arias with 22. Baruch hitters have not struck out a single time. Oh, almost. Turns away for ball 3. 5 left on for the Bearcats as well as for the Hawks. Here comes the 3-2. Foul. Nicole Flint thought she might be able to get to it, but that'll roll past. Assistant coach, this is Charles Martinez's first season with Baruch. A lot of time on the high school circuit. Talking about his first season. He doesn't know how he would grade it yet. He likes to think it's not over. Coming in tomorrow, he said it's been a learning curve. Standpoint, he's adjusting to things collegially versus high school, getting to know his team as they get to know him. The 3-2, Schwartz is going to work a walk as we continue. And talking about his favorite moments, Derek, obviously your first season winning record is a nice way to start. So, for the players, they beat Hunter for the first time in 10 years. Hunter's dominated along with Staten Island in this conference earlier in the regular season. Said Ralph does a great job over there. That win meant something, and for him, it's another step, another evolution. It means that they know what it takes to beat them, to get past them, and it can make a major difference, as we've seen it today in the 6th.
Absolutely. You see Baruch playing with a lot of confidence right now. Like you said, the first one in 10 years, they split with them today, or they split with them during the season, excuse me. And
the next game, the winner of this game will face the number 1 seed, John Jay.
Shout out Greg Cohen on the PA
in
mic
the first
today.
of 2 national championship games. Next.
And Baruch has done exactly what they set out. They've had some quality at bats. They haven't been chasing out the zone, as Zach stated. No strikeouts today, and they haven't committed any errors. No extra outs.
Patience at the plate and solid glove work. Schwartz thought about going. Ramirez with a nice stare down. That's ball 1. And for Hunter, you're gonna have to come in. You got 7, 8, and 9 due up. We'll see if they go to the bench at all. Who they might plug. In softball, you can sub anybody out, put them right back in the game. See if they choose to go with a bench bat. You're gonna have to get the leadoff runner on and go from there. Put immediate pressure on Quint. She's used to it. Often goes the distance. When you got a team with 2 primary pitchers, you're used to going the full 7. And at the absolute least, you want to tire out Quint to make it harder for her to possibly have to sub in Caroline Gallagher if Baruch holds on. It's a 2-0 count. Panagako is about to put a second runner on base. If they do that, you're not going to be able to get out of this half inning.
And you mentioned Quint pitching a lot. She's been an absolute workhorse for Baruch this year. Like you said, in 98 innings, she has 14 complete games on the season. 3 of them shutouts. She's looking at another one today.
Is going to miss outside. 2 on, 2 out. The last thing the Hawks need is any more runs added to the tally.
Yeah, they already got an uphill battle, needing to score 4 when they haven't scored any yet to this point in the game. And any other runs, especially with the top of the order doing some damage, that could all but write this one off.
And if Catone gets on, she sets up Quint to try and walk this one off. You get this out, that's out of the cards. That is a foul ball.
Very close to being a 5-0 game.
And they'll breathe a sigh of relief after that one. Hunter had 2 regular season conference losses. 1 to Brooklyn, and as mentioned, the other to Baruch. Paige Vitalik had a player of the week. Leah Dillon, who's been playing first, had a pitcher of the week. He said he needed the whole team to hit Ralph Maroney. That hasn't happened. Definitely put together any big innings. That is a slow roll. You got to get it out. Long throw.
Off the base.
All right. That is how you get it. We
Right.
haven't seen any flashy plays until now. Nice grab from Dillon. The Hawks need 4 runs. Can they get it? Can they save their season? More to come from Brooklyn.
In the bottom of the 6th,
How easy is health insurance with Health First? Absolutely easy with our app. Can you search for a doctor? Absolutely. Can you access your member ID? Absolutely. Download our app today.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, 'cause I'm about to do my thing. Oh, hey, hey. I've seen it from the ground, now we're dancing on the half-lights. Oh, hey, hey. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside, upside, upside. I'm turning on the dime, now we're flipping on the upside.
They only have 2 starters. Top of the 7th, it is do or die for Hunter. He's Derek Sutherland. I'm Zach Weiss. We know they need hits. They got to get runs fast. But, Derek, what exactly does Hunter need to do to make that happen? What should they be looking for at the plate with their approach?
Oh, right now, we saw Carly Quinn have a very quick inning recently, and they got to be patient. But on top of that, they need some heroics from some unsung heroes right now. At the bottom of the order due up. They need them to come through.
When we talk about the difficulty of the bottom of the order, But still, you don't expect this to be the case, but 3 of the 5 hits coming from 6 through 9, starting here with Bo. Quint has thrown 78 pitches, 53 strikes. There's a ball. Every pitch thrown outside the zone for Hunter, a blessing right now. Gives you one more chance, puts you a little bit in front. So you got to take your time, be patient, as Derek mentioned, and when you see what you like, you buy it.
Absolutely. You got to hope Quint makes a mistake. She doesn't make too many of those. And when she does make a mistake, you got to take advantage.
As it now goes to 2-0. To Bo. It's 3-0.
I'll put up the red light here. Need the base runners.
No reason to swing at this. She sees something perfect, even so. Take your free base runner. Leah Dillon's on deck. Here comes from Quint. Twice gonna try and throw a fastball. Yep, 3-1.
Give me over strike, still in control. I don't even know if you swing here. I think it has to be keyhole for you to swing here.
Probably lay off 3-1. You see Hunter chanting out ball 4. They want nothing more than that 4th ball, the 3-1. She swings, and it's out of play. Full count, folks. It's got to be smart if you're Bo. Look at her walk versus strikeout numbers on the season. Bo, 12 walks, 19 Ks. She came in only batting 172, but she's had some good at-bats. This could be Quint's most important pitch of the season. The 3-2 to Bo.
Back up the middle, Quint has it.
They're 2 outs away from shutting out Hunter and ending their season here. Up next is Leah Dillon. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Number 16, Leah Dillon.
Strike 1 from Quint. Much better start than leave Bo at bat, but to come back from 3-0, not even give the Hawks a chance at anything free is massive.
Absolutely right. You said you got to be patient, and sure enough, Bo was patient at that bat, but Quint did an excellent job coming back with 3 straight strikes.
May have wanted to lay off the 3-1. There is a slow roller to short. Dillon's not fast enough, and Baruch is 1 out away from a shutout victory in Game 1.
And I think that the real key of the game right now is Hunter has 5 runners left on base, and you see that they get, I know you can't really count on getting every runner in, but even if you get 3 of those runners in, you still got a chance, even with the bottom of the order due up.
You never know.
You left 5 on base, they're down 4. They had 2 errors. Just the small things that really could have changed. It could have changed this at bat. Could have changed the game.
It's going to be Galva, Pilati would be next, then Perez and Fowler. If they get 3 on, would have a chance to tie it. It's 1-0 to Galva. Quint has thrown 87 pitches. She has been fantastic. Just 2 strikeouts, but has had the goods. It's now 1-1.
She only has 2 Ks, but she's been in and out of trouble all day, getting key ground balls, getting key outs, some back to herself. Defense has been there.
5 flyouts, 11 ground outs. 1-1 to Galva is coming from Carly Quint. This is hot. Freshman from Brooklyn. She is Hunter's last hope here in Flatbush. The 2-1 goes over Quint's head. The throw! And there will be a new champion in 2023. The Hawks are shut out in Game 1. A Carly Quint masterclass. A couple of errors and 2 hits from both Arias and Bell are enough to get the Bearcats over the hump. They haven't won in over a decade. John Jay hasn't won since 2000. And Derek, regardless of what happens the rest of the day, a new team It's going to begin something new.
Hey, both teams, like Zach just said, neither team has won in over a decade. So we see the defending champions going home a little earlier than they expected. And we're in for some good softball later, Zach.
We got a lot more to come, folks. This is a very impressive win for Baruch. They led the whole way. So we're going to start around 1:15. It is going to be Baruch and John Jay. He's Derek Sutherland. I'm Zach Weiss. More to come from Brooklyn College.
2022-23 CUNY Athletic Conference Championships are presented by Health First, health insurance for New Yorkers, the official wellness sponsor of CUNY Athletics. The Hospital for Special Surgery, #1 in the U.S. for orthopedics, is proud to be the official hospital of the CUNY Athletic Conference. CUNY University Student Senate,